Many of you asked me what my week of training looked like when I was preparing for a marathon, how I ran and maintained muscle. This is my full week of training laid out for you. Feel free to use it if you're prepping for a race. Also, quick disclaimer, I actually didn't make the running portion of this, the strength training, of course, I programmed for myself, but my boss at the time at my 9 to 5 job was actually a professional runner for Adidas, just conveniently happened to mention I was going to run a marathon. He shared that with me, coached his wife to third in a world championship track event. So I got a free pro marathon coach out of it, which is pretty dope. So he designed the running for me and I just mindlessly followed it, and I definitely got a lot faster. Like I said in the past video, I ran a 3 hour and 48 minute marathon. I was really stoked with that time. Monday was a 5 mile zone 2 run. Zone 2 pace for me was 9 to 9:10 minute per mile pace. That was the AM session. The PM session was my workout A that I do now. Tuesday was just a run. This was a mid-distance run, 7 miles, zone 2 pace. Wednesday was just a workout. This was my favorite day because I felt the least gassed on this day, so this was my workout B that I'm also currently doing. Thursday, this is the speed workout. Got a lot of questions on what a speed workout would look like to get you actually faster and increase your zone 2 pace a little bit. Started with a 1 mile warm up, then into 4 by 100 meter striders. So 4 rounds of 100 meter striders, which is a progressively faster jog. You start at 20%, get up to 80 or 90% of a sprint. Rest until the heart rate stabilizes, gets back to baseline, and then you go into the speed workout, which is 5 by 1 mile repeats. Basically, I would run a mile and rest 2 to 3 minutes between each complete mile at a threshold pace, or 168 to 172 beats per minute. Threshold pace for me started at about 8 to 8:15 minute per mile pace, but by the time we got to peak week, I was running like 6:55, 7:05. So this definitely makes you faster. Highly recommend. And then finish with a 1 mile cool down. So all in all, it was a 7 mile run. Friday was a 3 to 4 mile shakeout or recovery run. Now, this is an important differentiation. Shakeout recovery runs are not the same as zone 2 runs. Zone 2, like I said, 9 to 9:10 minute per mile pace. A recovery run is slower than that. So I was running 10, 10, 15, 10 and a half minutes. I was in no hurry. It's just to shake out some of that lactic acid and keep blood flow moving through the legs. And then, of course, I had my Friday lift workout C. So this was also typically a 2 a day. Sometimes I was pressed for time. I'd do the lift and then just go to the park and do my shakeout run. Saturday was always for the long runs. I never really questioned why he did this, but it was 13 or 17 miles alternating. So week 1 would be 13, week 2 would be 17, 13, 17, 13, 17. I think it was to help manage fatigue. Either way, it worked. And then come peak week long run was an 18-mile tempo run, 1 mile warm up, 16 miles at race pace, 1 mile cool down. Sunday was just rest and active recovery, whatever I wanted to do, get 10 to 15,000 steps, get outside, but no training of any kind. The only other change was at peak week, my workouts went from 3 lifts to 2 lifts, but they were still very intense, very focused, still trying to hit PRs. And that's a full week of what marathon prep looked like for me.